Good morning, people. Today is Friday. Oh, Alexa, what is the date? Alexa, what's the date? Okay, well, it's Friday the 6th of May, and the time is 6:13 a.m. So, here we are. It's another Friday, another end of the week. You might remember it was just a few days ago on Monday. Here's the start of the week, first Monday of May. Well, here we are. It's already Friday. Time is flying. Time it is a flying. Okay, so some acknowledgments. Again, thank you to Bo, and Jeff, and Greg, and Jeannie. Charlene volunteered to do some additional work, so thank all of you. Thanks to all of you for just doing that little bit more, setting an example of what it should be like. Jeff, Bo, and I spent a little bit of time figuring out how to go to the next location, open up the next spot. And so we're looking for people who would like to become partners, run your own node in some other place. Could be in rural Nevada, or it could be in Arizona, or it could be in Colorado or Utah. Probably not somewhere outside of a reasonable distance to here, but it could be. But we're looking for people who would like to be a partner. What does that mean, being a partner? That means you get some of the profits. So we're looking for people. So if you're interested in that, let me know. You basically have to do the job that Bo and pretty much the job Bo is starting to do now. Bo is evolving into now. So it's making sure that the people that are in our housing are doing what they're supposed to do. They're following the terms of the housing agreement. That's it. And keeping in touch with us and letting us know what's happening on a daily basis using the forms that we have, etc. So exciting times. Our goal for this year is to open branches, and I'm happy to report that they want to know what we're doing. So I have absolute confidence that once they see the book, the magazine, and our curriculum, that they're going to be in favor of it. So that's what we have. It's good. Thank you to the people who paid. The people who have not paid, you have a duty to reach out to me or Jeff or Bo or Greg, someone to tell us your plans, because otherwise you just won't be there. You will be removed. And your choice is, do you do it the hard way or the easy way? The hard way is just going to file eviction, 3-day notice, 5-day notice, and then go forward with it. And then your credit will be fucked. Whenever you try to get your own apartment in the future, you will have to check a box that says you were evicted. And then the judge is also going to issue an order saying you owe back money. And then that's going to go on your credit. So it's going to be really not good. So the best thing to do is just do what you promised to do when we brought you in and gave you housing and the other benefits that you have. Now, if you're not thinking you're getting some of the other benefits, please contact me. If not me, pull the ripcord, talk to Bo, talk to Jeff. But if you do not pay, you do not get to stay. Also, if you get fired from your job, pack your bags. There's not going to be, from this point forward, there's going to be no exceptions. We work too hard to develop relationships with employers. Anybody who leaves their job willfully or involuntarily, meaning they get fired without us knowing, pack your bags and go. We want to help you get to the best job, but we can't let you burn our relationships with other people. And that's kind of what's happening with 7-Eleven right now, with them on, is people are burning bridges. You need to make sure you have a positive reference when you leave any job. None of our people are in the position that they can burn that reference. We're not like somebody like Nolan Bushnell, who can burn a lot. We don't have that luxury. We are always judged by what we do. So you need to have a good reference. That's the career services part of today's talk, the first part. Well, actually, the second part. The first part was to Jordan Peterson. Don't be a rabbit. Take that to work with you. Watch the video. It's very short. It's like 5 minutes. The link is down below. Also, please subscribe and request your copy of the book. Yesterday, I was at Boxable. Valeria and I were there. Great meeting, incredible meeting, great opportunities for people who prove worthy. And let's see. Okay, tenuously holding on to a fracturing association. Agree to write and record an album in 3 weeks and record every single interaction on film. The intimacy of this setting lets us see each of the Beatles as they had decided to become. Ringo is in the background, happy to be there, supporting the process and causing no trouble. George is wrestling with his place in the world and his ego. You'll notice that he rarely plays a song unless he's sure it's almost done, and even then apologizes before sharing it. John is the fifth hammer. In the first sessions, his creative method is not really on display in the group setting. His song arrives already recorded on vinyl. This is a post about Paul. Paul's not a genius, neither is John. This isn't about talent, it's about skill. And the genius that was the Beatles happened between Paul and John, not inside either of them. So again, we're team people. Paul wants the group to be excited. He wants George to be happier. Most of all, he wants John to like his songs. That's his fuel. And Paul's practice is simple. Bring the work forward. Play a song before it's ready. Because in the moment before it's ready, that's when it's ready. By bringing music that's half-baked to the table, he takes a risk. It means that George might become critical or mopey. It means that John might not be engaged. It means the room might not feel it. But the risk is worth it, because the half-baked work shared in a trusting environment is the fuel for the system that created the work of genius. Okay, let's do that one again. But the risk is worth it, because the half-baked work shared in a trusting environment is the fuel for the system that created the work of genius. Paul needed the movie and the live event in the future to create tension that he knew would be pushing against the group's need for approval and not blowing it. By putting themselves in a corner, he created, at no small cost, the conditions where he could do the work. And it begins, as it usually does, by having the guts to share something that's half-baked. Okay, half-baked. Go for it. Get around a group of people who can help inspire you, help pull out the genius of the effort, and don't try to do it all alone. Okay, so here we are, 10 minutes and 17 seconds, and I will say, remember our Navy SEAL maxim. Yesterday was the only easy day. If you don't have one of those things over your doors, please let me know. We will make sure you have one. If you do the simple act of touching it on your way out every day, that will remind you to go out and make something happen.